Hey, Brad.
Hi.
This is this week's game room update.
Let's hit it.
I'm looking around to see if any broken avatars up in here. I got a good one this morning, but so far looks like everything's okay.
Is that a game room problem or just a general Xbox Live issue?
It is a game room problem where you will just have dudes just standing there with their arms outstretched, just not moving. And
maybe they're doing some
so
calisthenics
the other
in
weird
the
thing
arcade.
is I'm starting to run out of room in my arcade because I've been buying all these games every week,
Right.
and I've been trying to sort them by origin. So I have Konami rooms full of these Konami arcade games, and pretty soon I'll have to have a third Konami room.
You can just add rooms, right?
No, there's
No?
there's
this the
three
cap?
stories, and it's like this is
man.
it. So
they never actually expected anybody to buy all of these games,
I guess not.
which you have done.
Yeah, so here are this week's games and Chopper Command, which is still sitting in this room from before because I need to make a new Activision room, like I said. So let's start, dude. Here is Black Widow,
Sure.
arcade game, vector graphics. Pretty much a dual joystick shooter.
I'm down with vectors. How about you?
Uh,
Are you not signed in? Sign in as yourself.
This is okay. I think we're all right. Okay, so
Man,
we
look
can
at that
actually,
spider.
yeah, you can actually start kind of wherever you want, which is a good way to get an easy score, good score right off the bat. As you can just kind of start at a higher wave and get a bonus. But this is basically a dual joystick shooter.
Cool.
I'm the spider.
All right.
Oh,
Man. This looks all right.
yeah. I can collect these for, I guess, maybe I need to push these off. Oh, I need to get them before they hatch, whatever. So some of this stuff actually explodes with that radius there, and you have to not get caught in the explosion, or it will take you out.
Are you getting stuck on your own web?
I think they're poisoning some of the webs. Is that where
Okay.
that's where they're changing color there?
Got it.
Oh, jeez.
Game Room doesn't have any visual filters for recreating old arcade displays, does it? Like, remember how, like, Final Fight Double Impact,
Right.
get,
It
like,
does
this-
have.
does it have some of that stuff? This one seems like it would be ripe for that kind of thing.
So I can kind of screw around with different like views and stuff, and there is a post effect in if I'm not in the middle of the game, you can turn on some
Okay.
smoothing and stuff, but it's
Any, like, screen curvature or phosphor glow or anything like that? Maybe not that elaborate.
no, nothing that elaborate. Yeah. So I turn off the background, as you see. Oh God, this is going bad.
Wow.
So that's Black Widow.
Vector games remind me of playing the Star Wars game at the public pool.
Yeah.
And standing in pools of water and getting shocked every time I tried to play the game.
Yeah.
But still
yeah,
trying to play the game
I'm still trying to, yeah, I
anyway.
remember playing a pinball machine and getting zapped a few times at the water slide place. So Chopper Command was like last week, so that's.
I would not complain if you wanted to play some more
Yeah.
Chopper Command, but
So here's Casino, the only casino game played with a paddle.
all right.
Though we don't really have the paddle here. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Have you not played this?
No.
This appears to be blackjack.
So that's 12. I could double down on 12.
Uh,
Or I'm sorry, that's 13.
yeah, I would not recommend it.
Yeah, I'll hit
That's-
13.
Oh, wow. Lucky you.
Yeah. All right, so let's bet 200. Ugh, 16.
That's no good.
That's,
No good.
dealer showing a 4, so I figured it'll hit 14, hopefully bust on 24, so
Yep.
my 16 will be
You
good.
should
So let's,
stay.
ugh.
Or not.
Well, wasn't going to beat that anyhow. So,
Nope.
and that king would have busted me, assuming that this game is that complicated with how it handles the decks. Saw 16. I'll hit saw 16. Yes. Yeah, all right.
Hooray!
Casino.
Yeah.
So
All right.
there are up to 4 different game types here. I don't know if these are going to be not blackjack
All just variations of blackjack, or
okay, so there's blackjack and stud poker
all right,
and poker solitaire.
solitaire.
All right, so that's
Yeah. Card
Casino.
games.
Yeah, not a valuable release. Like no one's
Not
going
really.
like, man. I remember my favorite blackjack simulator. It was Casino for the 2600. That's it should be illegal to re-release something like that. So here's Hero though. The Hero is a bit of a classic.
So the marquee release for this week.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So I'm a man with a helicopter jetpack, and I can drop dynamite, and I can shoot lasers
man.
out of my eyes.
Wow, that's pretty heroic, I have to say.
Yeah, so I'm getting into the mines and saving these trap miners. Get out of the way of that dynamite there. Can I go this way? No, I cannot. So there's a bit of inertia on the controls. Like you got to hold up for a little while to actually take flight. And
Kinda
once you're
floaty.
up there, yeah, it's
Floaty.
eventually you get radioactive walls that you can't touch and all kinds of bad stuff. And like if I hit these lanterns, it knocks out the lights.
Who turned out the lights?
This is a game I played a lot more on the like the Atari 800, where it had better graphics, but
800.
same basic idea.
Was that a computer or a
Yeah,
console?
that was a
That was a computer. Okay. Kind of misleading with a smaller number than the game consoles.
Yeah.
Was that a precursor to the ST?
Yes.
Okay. ST was kind of like the top of the line Atari computer, right? It was
Yeah.
Like the last,
I think
kind of like
they
the last
didn't
big
go,
one they
yeah,
made.
they didn't go too much further than the ST.
Right. Is this what is this version you're playing here? Is
This is the 2600 version,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's this radioactive wall over there.
Don't touch it.
You can tell because it's glowing all crazy. Oh god. So I can actually shoot these walls.
Oh, yeah?
If I run out of dynamite, I can just kind of hold down.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
There's today's pro tip.
Are you just randomly getting dynamite back when you rescue guys? or-
It's at the start of every level.
Ah,
you,
okay.
you get X number of dynamites. Oh. Oh,
Oh my
gotta
goodness.
hold up when you run over the gaps to do that stuff. So maybe I didn't need to dynamite that after. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
All right.
Yeah,
Hero.
That's Hero. I could actually keep playing Hero. Hero's pretty good.
Does it change much? I mean, is this? have we
There
kinda seen
eventually.
most of it?
This is most of it. There are spots where you'll be flying over water
Huh.
and have to kind of contend with that. There'll be like moving platforms.
It's not an aquatic hero.
No,
Oh,
that was dumb. Probably go that way. Yeah. Oh,
oh,
that's pretty rough. Oh, that's
man.
that's a pretty
Rougher.
rough spot there. You got to be handy with the kind of dicey controls to nail that stuff. Let's finish this level and then. Oh yeah, see here we gotta contend with this.
That water is brown.
That's, well, you know, you're pretty deep underwater, right?
Let's not think about it.
Let's end it all.
Let's move on.
We got any medals for that? Is that good for some medals?
Hooray! How are you doing on game room achievements at this point?
I have like 650 points.
Okay.
Out of the 1,000.
And they're all
so-
just based on count of medals, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't have any of the time spent medals, which are like,
Okay.
play one game for an hour or like
okay.
that. So
And the achievements are based on those different kinds of medals as
yeah,
well?
some
Okay.
of them are, yeah. So here's Laser Blast, Activision 2600 release. This one's also, if I remember correctly, a pretty good game. All right, so I'm this UFO. I'm gonna dust these dudes, and then we go on to the next wave here. I have some basic aiming control over the beam. You see I can curve it around there. Oh, well,
man.
taking him with me. Yeah. I'm all right at this game.
Seems that way. Not a whole lot to this. Not a whole lot to any of these games.
Yeah.
Game design, perhaps you could say, was in its infancy at that point.
Yeah, I mean, there are Flash games that are orders of magnitude more complex than this.
Sure.
Though I do like the look of your beam. I think it
Stop,
looks,
yeah,
it
that's
looks really good.
It is pretty nice. Makes you want to shoot it.
Yeah.
What's the pricing looking like on these things at this point?
It's still $3 a piece for all of them.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, like $3 for that stupid casino thing.
Yeah.
Like, who would pay that?
You.
Like, unless you were recording a weekly video series documenting every single game room release, why would you buy casino?
And even then,
Yeah.
questionable. We could have just said, oh, and there's a blackjack game.
Yeah. Kind of dusting this stuff.
Yeah,
They're gonna send me a patch if I keep this up.
it just kind of goes and goes.
Kind of want to see when it gets hard. I can't really remember. And they are getting some shots off, but oh,
Oh man, Carnage laying it down in River Raid 2.
yeah.
How prolific is Carnage in Game Room? It seems like the kind of thing he would be way into.
He's pretty much the only dude on my friends list that seems to be buying, if not everything, then a lot of stuff. He's kind of the only other name I see on any of this stuff with any kind of regularity.
Right.
Now that the shine has come off Game Room, no mention of it really at E3.
Yeah, really. I made a pretty bad Game Room joke to a Microsoft executive, and he didn't even really acknowledge its existence.
Nice.
Like, do you think are they just putting it out to pasture at this point? Do you think that it's?
It's hard to say.
I mean, obviously they're still supporting it. There are games coming out.
Yeah,
But at the same time,
but
how
they're-
hard could that be?
Yeah, and they're all games from the same 4 publishers or something.
Right.
So it's like
And all on the same hardware that's already fully emulated.
right. Yeah, so it's like all these early Konami games.
Where
They're all,
are
like,
the
Z80?
Where are
based
the
or something.
Sunset Riders or
Yeah.
the I don't know, name an arcade game that would be good. There's a lot of them.
Mortal Kombat.
Well,
2.
yeah, but I'd rather just buy an XBLA version of that with real achievements.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of stuff. If they just move one generation of hardware up,
Right. Or just
sort of mid '80s, mid to late '80s.
even if they stayed this early and started getting into Capcom's library and
Is Capcom doing stuff this far back?
yeah. I mean, this is not too far off from this game in particular, not necessarily, but they could have 1942 on
Yeah, yeah.
1943.
Totally.
UN Squadron and
Yes, I would buy UN Squadron.
yeah.
You hear that, Microsoft? There's a sale for
You
it.
could go get the whole Raiden series or something like that, even though some of that stuff has come out on disc for the Xbox.
Sure.
Yeah, they talked a big game early on.
Yeah.
It seemed like they had a lot to say about the future of Game Room, and
There's a lot of follow through.
now here I am
Yeah.
shooting these 3 laser bases over and over again.
Unfortunate. How long can we keep this up?
I'm kind of curious as to how long we can go on this.
So what else is new, Jeff?
Last night I decided I was going to play some Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So
I saw you talking about
yeah.
that. You were playing the right one too.
Well, I went to go play some MK3 and couldn't find, like, there were some rooms created for people playing, but I couldn't join any of them.
Okay.
And you can't buy that game anymore.
Really?
Like, it's been removed from Xbox Live
Oh,
Arcade.
wow.
So
But if you own it,
if you own it,
good to go, right?
you're still good to go. But
Okay.
if I told you, hey, you should get into MK3, I don't think you would be able to get it.
Wow. Well, I wonder
I think
what.
maybe if I transferred the demo to you, you'd still be able to buy it, but I'm not sure if that would even work.
I wonder what license ran out, or like what
Yeah, well,
business dealing fell through that.
I think with all the with Midway going under and all that stuff, there was no one left to pay
Okay.
or something.
Oh, so you think it was Microsoft's call that they just removed it for now?
They did say that there was some kind of policy issue with it, because they also, they removed Double Dragon when Empire Interactive went under.
Ah, yeah.
Because they were the publisher of that.
Okay.
All that Midway stuff on Live Arcade is gone.
Oh, what else?
I think like Joust and Smash TV and all that,
man.
all Robotron. I think,
Oh,
I think
dude.
everything is gone.
Wow. So presumably Warner Brothers could resurrect that
I
stuff.
think so.
At least in the case of MK.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so I was forced to turn to the PlayStation 3 and go to Mortal Kombat 2.
Whatever, you were privileged to turn to the PS3 and play Mortal Kombat 2.
And there were people playing, which was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta buy that.
Yeah, there were. Dude, it's messed up. It's not like the emulation's fine.
Right.
For the most part, like the music cuts out
Yeah.
and it's missing shadows and stuff. Like they definitely cut corners on the emulation. But
Right.
the big problem is that the online, like they didn't go build a custom online ranked mode or anything like that. So when you get into a game with someone, you both have to hit start.
Oh, what?
Like you can just sit there and watch someone play a one player. It is just wiring you up to the player 2
Oh,
controls
wow.
when you join someone else's game.
Okay.
So it's janky with that stuff, and that's really weird. And I ran into a couple guys that were obviously in some faraway part of the world that it was not playable, but I got into some very playable games. And once you kind of look past the music issue, like it plays fine.
And PS3 has a good D-pad, so even if you don't have a stick,
Yeah.
that would work pretty well. Maybe I should get that.
Yeah, and I ran into one guy who was really good, and we just basically played 20 matches against each other in a row,
Yeah.
kind of going back and forth, and
Was that the rage
random
quit?
selecting.
Was he the rage quit?
No, someone else before that.
What precipitated the rage quit?
Me whooping a dude's ass
just-
after like the third fight. Like
How do you
after
rage
the
quit?
first round.
I mean, wouldn't it just look like a quit?
It just looks like a quit, but
Okay,
you
did
know,
you, do it
it
mid-match?
happened. Yeah, it happened mid-match.
Awesome.
Like as I was
Awesome.
devastating the dude.
Awesome.
So
I started seeing a lot of rage quitting in StarCraft 2 beta.
really,
Like just a whole lot of like skirmish in the middle of the map, like before you even get up on the guy's base. Like
Right.
as soon as he loses a bunch of units,
Oh, you
just
just, like,
immediate
forget
drop.
it.
It's like I'm not even gonna bother. It's awesome.
I like that you can take guys with you in this game.
That's pretty good. Those extra lives keep coming pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
Like, do you have more behind the 6 that are displayed,
No, I think it's
or
just
that
the
it pops
6.
out there? Oh man, how long can we keep this up?
I don't know.
World's longest quick look.
But yeah, the guy knew how to play. Like he had a really good Scorpion, really good Sub-Zero. He knew the fatalities. And,
Okay.
so it was cool.
Man, I should go buy that. Like here, when it first came out, hearing stuff like the shadows missing,
Yeah.
it was a little
yeah.
bit heartbreaking. It's like, come on, really? Like on
Yeah,
the PS3,
it's like
you can't
at
do a
what
perfect
point,
version.
Yeah, exactly. They cut a lot of corners on that,
It's a shame.
but where it counts, it's fine.
Yeah, if it plays well. Oh. Is there any ramp up in difficulty here? I can't tell. I mean,
Yeah, I can't really tell either. I mean, I think maybe they weren't counting on people being good shots and getting the timing down on this stuff
Yeah.
well enough to.
was this just a joystick and button game?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I can move down. Oh no, I guess I can't. I thought I could move up and down, but I'm lying.
Hmm. But definitely not a dial or.
No.
All right. Kill screen. Laser blast,
Laser blast,
kill screen coming up. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it never ends.
They seem to kill me every time that I get an extra life, or right around the time that I'm due.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe
it's getting a little harder.
It's a faster shot.
You're just secretly trying to get time spent medals, aren't you?
Kinda. See, I just got another dude. Oh. Maybe I should just lose so we can move on. We've come so far.
I wouldn't have any problem if you...
It's kind of hypnotic.
I know, yeah. I'm just sort of like lounging on the couch here.
Yeah.
Your avatar, however, is intent. He is laser...
Resolute.
He is laser focused on Laser Blast in the background there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Missed. What am I doing? Slacking. But yeah, that's pretty much that's all I've been playing. I've been playing that Transformers game too.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in that, but you sound a little underwhelmed.
The multiplayer is neat. I mean, you know, they're just kind of taking the Call of Duty concepts and applying them into Transformers.
Right.
But they've got kind of a class-based setup to that stuff too, and it's fun. Like the mechanics of it are kind of fun to get into. And, you know, melee attacking other Transformers.
Right. But it's
turning
basically
invisible and jacking dudes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But whoa, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically a third-person action game, right? Nothing.
Yeah. But there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no cover system in it, so it is not necessarily even a modern third-person action game. There are a couple spots in the campaign that I kind of wish it had. You know, like it was just a little more Gears-like, for lack of a better word.
How vehicle-oriented is it? Are you transforming a lot, or?
In the second level of the Decepticon campaign, you play as the Jets, so you know, like Starscream and stuff.
Or is it just a linear, like level-based campaign progression?
Yeah,
it's not open world?
Chapters. It's not open world.
Okay, the last
checkpointed.
The last two Transformers games they did were just kind of mediocre open world games.
Yeah, this is just kind of, so far, just kind of middling quality third-person shooter. Like ammo is a kind of a more of a concern than you might expect it to be in a Transformers game. You're kind of always looking for health and ammo boxes to replenish your weapons, and you kind of run around picking up guns, which, you know, again, not something you might immediately associate with Transformers because they all came with their own gun.
Yeah, and they never seem to run out.
Yeah.
What is Megatron in this game?
It turns into a tank, but like a hover tank. Everyone turns into a hover something.
Oh, well, you know, I guess there's some justification for that.
Yeah,
being pre-Earth and everything.
Yeah. It would not make sense for him to turn into a Walther P-38.
Maybe he should anyway.
Yeah, maybe he should anyway. That would be pretty
How about
cool.
Shockwave? He's in there. Is he a gun?
No, he turns into some kind of space jet.
Man, they could have made him like a turret or something.
Yeah. But, you know, it's they just kind of want the movement controls to all be the same across all this stuff. So even in cases where it's like there are light cars and then there are kind of leader trucks and vans that get get a ramming ability. But, you know, it's still like you can push left or right on the stick and hover back and forth. Like they don't control like cars.
Right.
And you know, I totally understand why they did that, because for gameplay purposes they need to, you know, you can't turn into a tape deck.
Right.
Though Vinny would disagree.
I wouldn't complain.
Vinny spent 20 minutes this morning telling me about how he would make playing as a tape deck fun in a game, and it sounded fun.
We should make that game. Man, I thought you might be on the decline here for a second, but
picking back up.
Yeah. Did you see the Game Informer article yesterday, like who we want and don't want in the new Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't read the article. I was wondering what the list is. Or
they said they didn't want Stryker in the game. What the hell's wrong with it? Clearly written by people that haven't played enough Mortal Kombat to understand the value of Stryker.
What was the justification?
You know, the typical, like, dude's a cop or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe he's a dirty cop.
I think I just kind of looked at the list. I didn't really. And you know, just to totally blow you away, and they had Quan Chi on the list of dudes they wanted in the game.
Yeah, whatever.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
Dude.
Come on.
Like there aren't other villainous sorcerers to pick from?
Yeah.
Better ones? I'm gonna say no Sindel in there. No Shiva.
Yeah, I could do without Sindel or Shiva.
Any of
I
the...
wouldn't mind, but just the like Sindel's weird hover move, I just thought never really fit with the rest of the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just in terms of the fiction, I don't know, I didn't like the character that much.
Yeah. Shiva, I mean, you know, the teleport and the ground pound, like,
I guess.
move-wise, Shiva made sense.
Well, but I mean,
I was
like...
never really a big fan.
Jax has a ground pound.
Yeah.
Numerous people have teleports. I could probably do without any of the also ran palette swaps, like the Ermacs and the Jades.
Oh, Ermac was a lot of fun in 3, though, with
Yeah.
all the weird kind of just telekinetic slam combos and stuff you could do. Like, for kind of how they're treating the combo system in this game, I think Ermac could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe so. They're getting a little ninja heavy, though. Got
You know,
three
they're
already.
not all ninjas yet anymore, though,
I
right?
guess.
Like, Reptile's not.
Well, still got the slide.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot in MK2 he didn't have the fast version of the force ball, that it was just 1 speed.
Yeah.
Another reason why MK3 is superior.
He was an Ultimate Edition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How crazy is it that that game didn't have Scorpion in it?
I know.
How did Ed Boon let that go?
Maybe it's just like we need to force ourselves to, you know, like not do the easy stuff.
Yeah. You mean like putting 2 Sub-Zeros in the game?
Well, there weren't 2 Sub-Zeros
Yeah,
in the
I know.
game in MK3 proper. That
Right.
was just. And you know the cyborg ninjas kind of replaced the old ninjas, you know, so it was kind of
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Sure. Yikes.
yeah, starting to lose some lives here. Got one back. Curious to see what the high score list for this is when we're done with it. See if-
No one else has this kind of commitment to Laser Blast.
Right.
I remember being kind of disappointed with MK3 the first time I played it. Did you have that experience? What did you think?
Dude, I thought it was awesome.
Really?
But, I mean,
Like right out of the gate?
yeah. I thought the run button, you know, because you heard stuff like, it was that statement of like, you know, once you try the run button, you're going to wonder how we, you know, ever did it without it. And it was like, dude, whatever, you're crazy. Run button sounds ridiculous. But as soon as you tried it, you're like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I
And,
guess
you know,
so.
it was weird that like Sub-Zero seemed so weird. Because the first time I saw it was in Reno. Like, I went to an arcade trade show.
Okay, so you were like
I was
already...
there like when they were announcing it or whatever.
You were already getting into this back
Yeah,
then. Like,
yeah.
first time I saw that game, I followed my Saturday routine of rolling to the arcade in the morning to play MK2.
Yeah.
And I got there, it was like 10 in the morning when they opened, and the lady was like opening up the conversion kit to MK3.
Oh, wow.
Like pulling it out of the box. And she was like, yeah, this is going to take a while. And I was like, all right, I'll wait. So it was literally like into the evening before she got it working. And I just literally just hung around in that arcade all freaking day waiting for that machine.
Yeah.
Like by the time she got the marquee art on there and everything, there were like 20 people standing
Right.
around.
Just like watching it. Going,
She pointed at me and she was like, he gets to play first. Like he's been here since this morning. And then about an hour later, I kind of wished it was still MK2.
I mean, it was shocking seeing like what they had done to Sub-Zero.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
even just from a look perspective, just
Right.
like the way he moved, like the air, like the sky ice and the
Yeah.
clone and stuff was just so weird.
That's what it was. It was just a jarring transition.
Yeah.
It just I didn't feel at home anymore. I didn't like Shang Tsung's ponytail.
Yeah, it was kind of lame. It was not a great
I
ponytail.
didn't like the new Liu
I mean, it's a
Kang.
ponytail. You know?
Yeah,
Ponytails aren't cool.
it's only so good that it can be. Oh man, you're back to full lives now.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's like a sloppier way I could play that would, you know, let me still kind of play it out while
Right.
losing some lives, but
Oh.
I'll try more diagonal shots, more side shots.
Whoop. Can you shoot before it fully scrolls the next level in?
No.
Okay. Get up. I think I will be disappointed when this is over.
Well, at least I'll break 70K. Or will I?
God. Oh. It's all come down to this.
Last ship.
Oh my God. We shouldn't have done this directly prior to lunchtime.
Yeah, eating sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, now you're dead.
There you have it.
You can eat when you're dead.
So now it's uploading my replay
Right.
because I am in the top 20.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
filtering mechanism?
I think so.
Wow, look at that.
We just played that game for 20 minutes.
Oh my God. Wait, yeah, you gotta check the leaderboards. What the hell?
What? Oh, I
Oh
want
my
to see. I
God.
want to see this replay.
Yeah, just let's see how long it is. Dude, what? Oh, is there no time code or whatever?
No, they don't time code it.
Oh.
But he is clearly. Oh no, he's going middle. What? Why would you play that way? What's wrong with you?
Who are these people? Like, what? What? When did this game come out? Didn't it come out today?
Yes, today, but
This is
1981.
no, yeah, but I mean on Game Room. It's been on Game Room
And if
for
you
a matter
broke
of...
100,000 and sent it a picture, you got a Federation of Laser Blasters badge.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
This game has been available on Game Room for a matter of hours,
Right.
and somebody has already gotten to that score. That's just...
Brad, what do you think about triple action?
It sounds more exciting than double action? I don't know. What is triple action?
It's an Intellivision game, and it's
Okay.
another like two-player only game, and I don't know if we'll be able to even play it. But do we want battle tanks, racing cars, or biplanes?
Tanks are cool.
All right.
Wait a minute. So you're saying you only get one type of action at a time?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like triple action to me.
Gotta go over and hit enter here. Option? No, I'm good. I don't know what.
It's kind of a poor man's combat, it looks like.
Well, it's multiple buttons. So,
Oh! I don't think you could do that in combat.
No, you could. Well, no, I guess
Could you?
your shots would go through. So I'm pushing in the direction that I want to travel in,
Okay.
as opposed to a left-right turning
Right.
mechanism, and there's a thrust button, basically.
Okay. Weird. I do have this other controller here. Do we care that much?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Do you want to try? Do you want to see what biplanes looks like?
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of like a poor man's barnstorming,
Yeah.
perhaps.
This is, I know you're only used to one type of action, but
Yeah.
this offers it three ways.
Hmm. It's a lot to wrap your mind around.
Yeah. Oh, enter. Option one. I don't. At no point did it tell me what the options were. So. Oh God.
Oh! Ouch.
Okay, so this is using left and right on the stick to.
All right. Biplanes. Forgive me, I was pretty much an Atari man growing up, but Intellivision is basically a contemporary of the 2600, is that right?
Yes,
Did
yes,
it come out
it is.
before the 2600?
No.
Okay.
I don't really know what I'm trying to do to win points here.
Do you have to hit that balloon?
Not
know.
like that, I don't.
The other player is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
His strategy seems to be working out. Woo!
Just kind of go.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. If I'm holding down this other button, then I can't shoot. That's
Shoot that guy. Shoot him. Or not. Shoot the balloon. All right.
biplanes.
Exciting.
All right, that's triple action,
Yeah.
and that's
2/3 of triple action.
yeah, that's it for this week's releases.
Oh, yeah?
I guess I'll
All
get
right.
back to Laser Blast. Laser Blast Endurance Run.
You got to get that federation of
Yeah.
whatever.
Keep your mind ready for that there. I'm currently the leader on the leaderboards here for Laser Blast. Man, I'm so close to getting the patch. They should have brought back the patches.
How does that work?
Like a lot of Activision games for the 2600 did it, where if you got a certain score and sent them a photo of your score, they sent you a patch
Like
that you could
straight up iron on?
Yeah, you could
man.
get on your jean
You
jacket.
got to get a sweet acid wash denim jacket
Yeah,
if you're going to be
totally.
getting patches. Oh man.
That's it for Game Room.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
five more games next week.
Avatar Jeff is gutted.
Gutted over
He
triple
was
action.
crushed by something over
As
there.
he should be. As he should be.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.